What's going on, everybody? In today's video we are doing my Power Windows overview, rundown, preview, hold your fire preview. Amazing. If you're new here, please subscribe, check out my videos, all kinds of videos, reaction videos, music videos, bass videos. Check it out. In the description below, Amazon affiliate links to all things Rush, bass gear, music gear, all that kind of stuff. Check it out. If you like the channel, if you want to support the channel, all kinds of ways, you can hit underneath this video, you can hit super thanks. You can hit me direct. In the description, I got PayPal, Venmo, Amazon wishlist, mailing address. There should be some t-shirts underneath the video. Check that out. And to everybody that has sent me PayPal, Venmo, thanks to the mailing address, Amazon wishlist, super thanks, all of it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. I say it on every overview. I didn't think that this was going to happen. This was not the plan going in to doing all these videos and doing specifically, you know, the Rush discography and all that stuff. I'm doing it for me as well as for you guys now, apparently. So it's pretty amazing. Thank you guys. It makes a big difference for me, keeps me going, all that kind of thing. Thank you guys. Thank you, everybody. Okay. Just like the person that sent me this amazing record to my mailing address, right? Okay, so you guys saw my videos. Okay, let me also say that I'm recording this video right here, this overview, before any of the Power Windows videos has went out yet. Today is Sunday, the 11th. So tomorrow you guys get to see the weapon live. Amazing, right? The weapon is fantastic. Are you kidding me? And then I did I think today is the Subdivisions come out today. I don't remember. I did a bunch of live clips in between the albums, and it was, I think that helped me, at least. I really liked it. Yeah, just seeing them live again, because like before I started doing the discography, I was doing only live stuff and a lot of suggestions, all that kind of thing, and that was really great. And then, you know, doing the discography has helped out, like, intensely, has helped me a lot in terms of knowing their music, because I'm not going to know it just from, like, checking out live clips. I mean, you know, if I just keep watching live clips, like if I watch all their tours or whatever, you know, but, like, really, I need to listen to the records. So this has been a big help, and it'll be even better when all this is done and I'm checking out live clips again. Although I think that I will continue to just do live clips in between, like a couple, you know, and then get to the next record, just because, I don't know, I kind of feel like I'm liking that right now. Okay, so when you're watching this, you've already seen all the Power Windows videos, and you probably saw that I was having a tough time. I remember I used the word laborious once or twice. Yeah, listening to it was pretty laborious. Now, I've listened to this album at least a dozen more times. At least a dozen. Probably 20 times, something like that. And I do understand why this is a favorite record for many Rush fans. For me, I'm a little bit conflicted, and here's why. There's not a song on this record, and I said this during those videos also, there's not a song on this record that's not good, in my opinion. The songs themselves, like just the compositions, the songs, are all great. There was not one where I was like, this song sucks. This is not a good song. I'm not feeling this one. This is not. It had nothing to do with any of that. For me, it only had to do with the production. And the more I listen to it, the more I'm like, no, this is cool. This is cool. Like, the more I'm getting it, but there's still that production side that sounds like kind of dated to me, and all those things that make it not last in my brain, you know, in my ear, I guess, you know, that screams the period and all that kind of thing. But the songs are great. The Big Money's fantastic. The entire first side is fantastic. Entire first side's fantastic. I mean, even the entire... That's the thing. The songs are great. I like all the songs. Milltown Dreams is excellent. Mystic Rhythms is... There's not a song. I can list every single song and be like, this is a great song, this is a great song, this is a great song, this is great. You know, like, you got freaking 8 great songs on here. The guitar and the keyboard work probably the best on this record, I would say. I thought that they worked fine on Signals also. I thought that on Grace Under Pressure, it started kind of meshing in a way that was masking the guitar a bit more. You could still hear the guitar, but like there was just a little bit more kind of overlap, it felt like. I didn't feel like that at all on this record, like at all. It felt like they figured it out by here. They figured it out by Power Windows. Everyone was saying, listen to Geddy, because this is the record where he started using the wall bass. And Geddy's sound is definitely more snappy. That's how I would describe it. Very snappy. His sound is always very like kind of mid-rangey, which, is like typical for rock bass, right? But it's like even more so. Like they rolled off even more low end. It's like more high mids. It sounds just very snappy. That's just how I would describe it. Like not mid-range growl, which is probably more where his sound would be previously, like mid-range growl kind of sound. Now it's like kind of higher than that. So it's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's what it is. I could see how it may not be people's favorite tone of his, but the playing's fine. Everything, the playing is always great. That's the thing. Like on every Rush record, the production and the playing, production meaning the sound quality, not like how I'm saying I don't like the production on this record. That's not the same as when I say the production meaning the sound quality, right? The sound quality, let me just stop saying the word production and start saying sound quality. The sound quality and the performance of Rush from the beginning has always been fantastic, like always, which is really incredible for a band with, any band, let alone a band that has as long a legacy and so many records as Rush, right? So, Manhattan Project. So, when Manhattan Project came on, hopefully you guys got a laugh when I was joking about a Cyndi Lauper cameo, because it sounds like Time After Time, right? The beginning kind of sounds like, like the more I listen to it, I'm like, this, like the synths that are happening, it sounds like Weather Report. Kind of sounds like Havana or something. Like, sounds like Weather Report to me. And then it goes into Time After Time. The strings, right? They had strings on this album. The strings on Manhattan Project really add to urgency and just the forward motion of the tune. It was great. It was great. On Territories, Geddy uses dead notes. I mentioned that, right? He's like, which you didn't really hear before, him using that kind of technique. Dead notes are just like, he's like muting the strings with this hand and plucking a muted string, basically. That's like a dead note. It's more percussive, right? More about, not about the note, more about just the percussion of it, kind of. Dead notes. It's kind of a funk thing, or whatever. I mean, lots of people have used it, but like, yeah, sort of a funk thing. What else? Yeah, there's nothing about it, song-wise, that I don't like. In fact, I can't get Manhattan Project out of my head. Marathon is another super favorite. I really like that song. The Big Money's great. All of them. Freaking all of them. Great songs. It's just, do you want to listen to the 80s or not? That's really all it has to do with. Like, literally. That's my only thing with it. And that's probably just personal. Personal preference, really. Because, yeah, the songs are great. So it will be very interesting to hear these songs live. That kind of, to me, is the next step, the next thing that will probably make it a lot better. That it makes it tough for me to place this album. I know that sounds weird, because it's like, it sounds like you don't have, like all the songs are great, on Signals, you freaking love Signals, right? I love Signals. I just don't like Countdown. That's one song on the record that I don't like. I don't dislike any songs on this record. Wouldn't you like this record better than Signals? No. No. I'd rather listen to Signals. At this point, at least. At this point, still, I'd rather listen to Signals, even though I haven't listened to Signals in like 1 to 2 weeks. 1 or 2 weeks. Because I've been listening to this one. And Grace Under Pressure. I don't know. It's a bit of a love-hate, I think, with this record. Kind of interesting. Because it's not like it's a bad record. I understand why people love this record. Why it's like in their top 3. Which is like, even just saying that out loud is like, oh, really? How? Even though all the songs are great. It's just like, like all the songs could be great, but what they're I was saying like Rush Fashion. I was bringing that up. And it's like, oh, yeah, the songs are great, but like they have shoulder pads, and like all kinds of other things. I'm just like, oh man. This is literally my only problem with this. I feel like if they did this, maybe if this was, I haven't listened to 90s Rush yet, or like 2000s Rush or whatever. Obviously, I haven't listened to it yet, but apparently their last couple of records were really good. And I'm like, what happens if they would have made this record then? What happens if they would have made it then? Because I feel like maybe this record would fit then better than if you took this record and they did it earlier in their career. Like if they did in 82, like instead of Signals, maybe. I feel like maybe this record would be better later on in their career. Anyways, that's total speculation. That's, practically ridiculous to say, because I haven't even listened to those records. I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm only saying that based off of what you guys have been telling me. Like the last few records apparently are very good, especially the last one. So just because production, that's literally the only thing. And that's all I got. That's really all I have to say about this record. It's a great record. The songs are great. I can't get, Marathon or Manhattan Project out of my head. Milltown Dreams is a great song. There's a lot of great songs on here. It's just, do I want to hear all these, like, sounds? It's the sounds. It comes down to the sounds, right? So, anyways, that's that. So, and it also says something that half of the fans love this record, and half the fans are like, I put them down after Grace Under Pressure, or after Signals even. And I get it. I get why. They're still a rock band, but they changed. They're like not as much a rock band. Even that sounds weird to me because that's not exactly true, but I think that you guys know what I'm talking about. What I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is that they became something different. People have been saying more new wave or whatever. Okay, okay, sure. So I think that's the split. So it's like it just became the things that they started bringing in kind of morphed the band into a different kind of sound. The songs are still great. The instrumental parts, which include solos and things like that, are great on this record. They're great. They're great on Grace Under Pressure. They're great on Signals. They're great. They got all that stuff figured out, completely figured out. Really great instrumental sections on this album. Do you like the sounds or not? Do you like the electronic drum sounds? Do you like the keys sounds? Those parts. They definitely got those sounds to mesh better with the band on this album, for sure. So, who is it? Andy Richards? Is that, just off the top of my head, that name, right? Keyboard programming and playing all that stuff definitely helped. Huge, right? Definitely helped in that kind of way. But, yeah. Okay, next. Hold Your Fire. This is going to be a tough one, huh? Is this going to be a tough one? This one has potentially their worst song on it, everybody says. We'll see. They kept Peter Collins on for it. They kept Andy Richards on for it. Not Cyndi Lauper, but Amy Mann. Okay. Lots of co-lead vocals and then backing vocals. Yeah, they just went head first into the 80s and was doing a lot of what other people were doing, other bands at the time were doing, huh? Yeah, so that's what we're doing next. Hold Your Fire. I have not heard a single song on this record. Another album, like Grace Under Pressure, where I've not heard a single song. Like, not one. So, should be interesting. I just, in the back of my head, I just know, like, okay, just get through this. It'll get better. It'll get better. It'll get better. Like, it'll come back around. I am interested. So, after Hold Your Fire is a show of hands, which is live. What's on? Let me look at this just so I have something to look forward to, okay? Because this should be interesting. This is a live record. It's got 15 tracks. Look at this. Oh, from all kinds of different shows. Cool. Okay. So cool. Big Money, Marathon, Turn the Page that I haven't heard. Manhattan Project live. That's cool. Mystic Rhythms live. Red Sector A live. Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of Witch Hunt Live. Yep. I'm gonna check this one out. Yeah, I mean, remember I was saying I don't know if I'm gonna do all that. Which live record should I do? Maybe towards the end I won't be doing them or whatever. But I'm gonna check this one out because I think I'm gonna need it, and I think that'll help me with this record. Not that I dislike this record. That's the thing. It's not that I dislike this record. All the songs are great. It's just the production. So this will be cool to check out a show of hands. And I think we're on schedule to finish doing their entire discography by like 2024, right? Yeah. I mean, it's what it is. It's all good. Okay. Yeah, that's all I got. I feel like I'm rambling at this point. Hopefully you guys liked all the live recordings in the middle, in between the records, in between Grace Under Pressure and Power Windows. Hopefully that was cool. I think that was cool. Probably you guys dug that. I did a couple of music videos, which, was interesting. And then some live stuff. I'm probably going to do the same thing right now, meaning starting tomorrow, doing some different things from probably both Grace Under Pressure, because before I was doing stuff, like a bunch of stuff from Signals, because that's how it was. So now I have a bunch of stuff probably from Grace Under Pressure that I'm going to check out. Various stuff, and then we're moving along to Hold Your Fire. That's coming out, so get ready. And also I'm gonna apologize again for the audio quality on Grace Under Pressure, because that album did not deserve that. And it was very frustrating for me. I know I've said a million zillion bajillion times by now, but I still get comments on it. As frustrating as it is for me to read the comments still continuously about it, I'm just like, I can't blame them. They're right. It sounds terrible. So, sorry. I know the Power Window sounds way better. Sounds like what it should. So, yeah. Haven't done anything different. Amazing, right? That's that. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you to everybody that is sending me freaking PayPal and super thanks. It's huge. It's huge. Thank you to everybody that has subscribed, that likes and comments every single dang video. Totally awesome. Absolutely amazing. Thank you guys. That's all I got. I'm going on and on and on. I will catch you guys in the next video.